In this video, we're going to look at a very interesting technique called pre-comping and then using what are called proxies in rendering. Now I'm going to show you my main comp, and my main comp has a pretty fancy animation happening here with lots of different colored bars, but this actually comes from some pretty simple things. It actually comes from, if I go into comp 2, pre-comp 2, I have a series of boxes that come across. And pre-comp 1 is the same series of those boxes where they've been animated with color, and it lasts about 15 seconds. Now, in the main comp, you'll see that I have that already animated or flattened in one thing. So what I can do to make my rendering faster is I can render only one of these things so it will be used later, such as if I want to render the original animation, which is pre-comp 2 of 15 frames long, I can go ahead and make a movie, and I'm going to call it pre-comp 2 and just render with the settings that they have right now. So it happens quickly. And then what I can do is I can go back to the pre-comp and create a proxy, or set a proxy rather, for this particular one. So if I hit that, I can go back to the beginning and I can find pre-comp 2 AVI. Click OK, and now what's happening is it says proxy enabled, and you'll see that black bar here. And what's happening is anytime I move forward, it's not actually seeing what's happening in the file down here, it's pulling straight from the video. So if this was a very complicated file, I can make my final render much faster by it pulling from the external video. And of course, I made the movie and linked it up later. You could right-click on the file and choose Create Proxy Movie, and it will do the linking of that proxy for you, which is great. But this is a huge time saver when you have simple elements that are used as pre-comps that are complicated for rendering, such as they have different types of effects, such as distortion effects or something like that, because those generally take a long time to render. And if you're using those elements over and over, you can save yourself sometimes hours by pre-rendering something and using it as a proxy. And so that's a special technique I always like to use. Thanks.